as Coach Jones. Did you know in baseball, if you go 1 for 3 and your at bat or your plate appearances, that's considered very good. In basketball, if you're shooting 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 from the field, or hitting 4 out of 10 from three-pointer, that's considered good to very good. If you are in football, a quarterback, and you're hitting 6 out of 10 passes, that's considered a good quarterback. So being good and very good is not that hard. But what is hard and what makes you great is those moments. Those moments separate the good from the great. And it's what you've already done in those moments that weren't so big, in those small moments, in those small occurrences, in those regular everyday appearances or situations or battles, as I've said in my previous video. It's in those moments that, in those small moments that prepare you for the big moments. But the big moments is where people need to be able to see, are you still able to do what you did in those small moments, or what's expected in those small moments? Because it's still the same shot, it's still the same pass, it's still the same bat that you swinging. Yeah, certain things might be different. The coverage might be different in football. The defense might be a little bit playing you to your left side if you're in basketball. They may close out a little harder. In baseball, certain pitchers, might be good at that curveball or that fastball, but it's still the same game. The game don't change. The thing is, most of the times we look at the situation and the moment becomes too big. But how can it become too big if you've already doing the same thing in those small moments? See, the difference is when you're in the big moments, we forget that it's the same thing. We forget that it's the same practice. We forget what we've practiced. We forget that it's just all about execution. That's all it is. It's all about execution. The great players are able to execute when the team is looking at you. The great people are able to execute when it's needed. The best person is able to execute when you're dependent upon, when you're the one who can get it done. And the only way they know you can get it done is if you've done it before. And if you've done it before, that moment that was once big is now small, because I put in the work. I've done this before. Or I've shown that I have the propensity and the ability to do it. You just need that confidence. And once you do, once you perform in that big moment once, that should give you confidence. But you can only perform in that big moment is if you understand that it's the same game, it's the same play, it's the same opportunity, it's the same game of life. Don't make the moment too big. I can't say whether you're ready for the moment or not, but it will show. Hey, and you know what? Sometimes being ready for the moment don't mean that you're going to be 100% successful. Sometimes it's just being half successful, 50%. Sometimes it's just, you might be 0 for 2, but that one time they need it, you come through. When all eyes are on you, yeah, you might be 5 of 9 and not be having a great day, but in that moment that you're needed, you come through. That's what makes you great. That's what separates you. And that's how we need to live life. Understanding that we don't have to be perfect. Understand that we don't have to be 100%. Understand that we don't even have to be 90%. Because your best players don't hit every shot. Your best players don't make every play. They make the plays that matter. Your best players make the plays that matter. And then they become dependable. And the moment that was once big and grand now becomes just like the small ones. It's just making a play. I hope you take something from this. I hope you don't let the moment get too big for you. Take each day step by step, each battle, each practice, each play, one by one. And you know what? Continue to lead up. It's Coach Jones signing off. Go execute.
Fly my mama to the tropics. When you better used to make it by, you would do or die. Now we